negotiation? Negotiation has been defined as a method through which people settle differences, as well as it has also been defined as a process by which compromise or agreement is reached without argument or dispute. Next slide, please. So, negotiation has been broken down into 6 steps, all of which help in the avoidance of conflict later on and just kind of help you get through the process a lot smoother. The first of these steps is planning and preparation. No doubt this is incredibly important to the process. This is when you decide who, what, when, where, and why the meeting will occur, as well as developing a bottom line that's clear and has a lot of information regarding your argument and where your argument's coming from. This is also a really good time to research your oppositional party's views and relevant history, as well as look into company rules and regulations to avoid problems in the future of your negotiation process. Second step is discussion. This is where each member puts forward the case as they see it. This could be approached, or should be approached, with a commitment to an agreement from the beginning. This really helps and aid in the process throughout it. And it requires listening, questioning, and clarifying skills. Questions are a very Questions are a very valuable negotiation skill, and they really help both sides understand where they're coming from and what their views are. Third, and this kind of happens within the discussion, is outline and discuss positions and clarifying your goals. So this is where each party is really going to be clear about their goals, interests, viewpoints. It seems obvious, but it really helps in the process of clarity. It should be discussed in order of priority and requires dedication to understanding from both parties. It's essential in the avoidance of misunderstandings later in the process of the negotiation and later in the process of whatever's carried out. Step 4 is identifying common goals. This is where you're going to negotiate a win-win outcome. If this step is approached properly, both sides leave feeling like they've gained something from the argument, as well as both sides feel as though they've been heard thoroughly, respected, and understood. And number 5 is come to an agreement. Coming to agreement is very important in the process. It also sounds obvious, but it should be very clear, organized, and specific. This is the point where both parties are going to argue and trade, as well as just compromise. And it's good to think of compromise as making a small payment for what you receive. Lastly, in the stages of negotiation is agreement and implementation. So this is the action planning aspect of it. This is who's doing what and when they're going to do it, going down to the details of the actions of the negotiation. This is where you're going to ask any questions that you didn't before, and you're going to reiterate your stance and what you're thinking you're getting out of the agreement. It's super important to leave this or go into this with the most positive attitude and leave with a positive attitude to avoid any future issues carried out throughout the solution of negotiation. Jackie is going to talk about the skills that you can work on to carry out all of these steps the most effectively right now.